Hi. How are you doing?
Oh, was that hi, not to me?
How are you today?
I'm doing swell.
Yeah?
Oh, that was a loud noise that
That
my
was
phone
really
made
loud.
that I'm going to turn down. My phone telling me that I just went live on Twitch. Thank you, phone. I didn't know that that happened.
I mean, it's cool that it does that, though.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, go to your dashboard. I'm like, alright, cool, thank you.
You're like, cool, I'm there already, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
it's like, it was currently up, but thanks. So last time we completed Tarzan's World.
True, yes, we did.
Yeah, so we completed Tarzan's World. That gave us the Red Trinity.
Oh yeah, we have to go through Traverse Town.
So now we can do some new Trinity things. We're gonna need to find Leon, need to do some stuff in here. Because right now we have nowhere to go on our world map. There's no new worlds. So for instance, here's a new Red Trinity. This is like everyone has booty slamming on Donald.
It's so funny.
And then look, it just unlocks a new
Ooh.
area. Literally just be getting to this area of the alley. Oh, you know what?
Dalmatians! We have to go
We
look at them.
definitely, because we'll get a bunch of items if we go back to the Dalmatians.
Because
Because,
we found so many.
yeah, we haven't been back to see them
No.
since all this started. We have a new Keyblade too. Got the Jungle King from Tarzan.
A what?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't update your friendship.
Well, we can't yet. So we need to go talk to Leon first. That's what they.
Oh, that's what
we
you're
went
doing.
in and they were like, "Oh, let's go talk to Leon," because I think that was like the main reason we came back here. Yeah, and Leon will basically tell us that Sid can help us. Like, it's funny because we talk to Sid and nothing comes up. It's like, okay, I know that.
Video
I know
game
that you
logic.
can. I know. It's like, I know you can help us, Sid. Don't give me your shit right now, but.
Hey, you know, he's just doing his gaming duties.
Yeah, but he won't say anything until.
It won't trigger until we talk to Leon.
Yeah, he won't tell us anything until. So yeah. I was watching a video about, I was watching it while you were doing stuff, but Gerard's video on his Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories video, and he was playing it off this disc, like this combo that includes, like, 'cause we're playing it on the combo thing that has all the different versions.
Right.
But yeah, so he was playing it on that, and it's interesting because, so, like, this is this, final mix, whatever thing. Oh, I didn't notice. I was like, what's going on here? We had some of the green little flying Heartless for the first time.
Oh!
Yeah, so they were sitting there healing. I think I saw them. But anyways,
Is the way this game works, like, when you get cure, enemies who can also do that appear at the same time? Or how does that work?
not that I necessarily know of. Like, just the only ones that can normally cure are those green ones that I know of. But anyways, yeah, what I was saying is, in Gerard's video, there's a lot of these Heartless around here.
Yeah, they're almost swarming you guys. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Goofy and Donald are both.
yeah, they're out.
Yeah, they're both down.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you stay healthy.
Keep getting on this ledge.
Careful.
Oh, he's just running.
Oh.
He's just running after. I want the money. Give me the muns. Anyways, in Gerard's video, I noticed that even in this version, the Heartless have their original coloring, like their Kingdom Hearts 1 coloring.
Ow!
Which I thought was weird. I was like, that's... Because, yeah, I mean, it's not just, like, alternated colors. Like, they kind of just look generally desaturated, too, which I thought was weird. Kind of just grinding a little bit here.
It's so funny that, like, the colors are something that you're so keen on, you know?
Yeah, no, they are, because it kind of bothers me. Just like, I don't know. It's weird. It's just like I said. It's if you went into another game and just Pikachu was suddenly a different color in Pokemon, you'd be like, well,
wait,
that's.
what?
You'd be like, that's weird.
Yeah,
Anyways, here's the Dalmatians' house.
Yay!
Look at them all.
Oh, that's so cute.
There they all are. And so then Pongo comes up and gives me all the gifts.
They're pretty much just like, thank you a lot
Yeah.
for finding our children. Yeah, I use the...
So yeah, we got a Curaga gummy, which that's actually like all the Cure ones are cockpits for the gummy ship Fire
like
Rock.
the C-U-R.
Oh, I think we actually have to leave and come back.
Oh, to get more?
Yeah,
Gifts?
I think so, because I'm like, we found a lot more than 2.
Yeah.
Wait, did you really only give us 2? Yeah, like they start filling up this house, like as you get more of them, like you actually see them in here. But that's weird. They only got 2 gifts. Huh.
Maybe we need to like make sure we come back here before.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, see there are green ones.
Ah.
But yeah, those are guys you need to watch out for, because the green ones, if they're in a group like that.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is where we're going to see Leon. See how it says currently closed off?
Yeah.
If we use this Trinity and everyone bangs up against Donald, we break through. Yeah, I know, it looks so silly. And here's Leon in here, just randomly striking the air. Yeah, so Squall's in here with Aeris, whichever. This place is so mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
So, you found the keyhole. Yeah, the Keyblade locked it automatically. Good.
Good.
Every world among the stars has a keyhole, and each one leads to the heart of that world. There must be one in this town as well. What do you mean? It was in Ansem's report. The Heartless enter through the keyhole and do something to the world's core. What happens to the world? In the end, it disappears. What? Nani?
Everyone's like, are you serious? And it's like, well, that's why all the stars have been disappearing.
Yeah.
Haven't they?
That's why your key is so important. Please lock the keyholes. You're the only one who can. I don't know. Seeing other worlds would probably serve you well. Yeah, we gotta find our friends and King Mickey. Guess you're right. Okay. So
I
yeah,
don't know.
he's like, hey, go see other worlds. Also, you can't anyway. Oh, we can't interact with this. Eventually, like, you inspect this and something happens. I think you have to talk to him one more time, though.
In order to know how to upgrade your ship?
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey, Leah. It's funny, right? Because the thing just ends, and it's just like, oh, just talk to him one more time. It's like, well, why did it end? Why didn't the cutscene just continue?
Yeah.
This gummy block's different from the others. Do you know what it's for? Dots.
Dots.
And then, yeah, Aeris is just like, ask Sid, he should know. But before he says that, you know, you can't talk to Sid. Like, Sid won't say anything.
Yeah. It, like, won't trigger Earthshine. What does that do?
It holds some mysterious power. I've been carrying it for luck, but I want you to hold on to it. How do you use it? Dots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, we'll find out what it does shortly.
Oh.
You can't go this way yet, but
Mysterios.
there's a chest back here, which is kind of cool. With more Dalmatian pups in it.
Fun!
Yeah, so there's an elevator here that goes into another place, but we'll get to it in a second.
Mm.
Yeah, so now we can go back out to the Dalmatians' place, though, and see if they give us another award for just getting a couple more of their pups. But yeah, no, that's weird. I thought that usually, I thought that it was usually like every chest got you an item.
Per 3, yeah.
Yeah, like every chest has a certain number of them, or has 3 of them, and for each 3 it gives you an item, but apparently not.
Let's see.
Just went back.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm going all the way through their house.
Oh, I felt like
Yeah, so you know, we didn't get a new. That's so bizarre. I totally.
So maybe it's like every.
Yeah, like
few-
every so many. Because you can't talk to them or interact with them in any
Yeah.
way. It's just when you enter the room, they'll
Like the
say
main
something.
room.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to fight you guys all again. They just keep spawning.
Yeah. That's the thing about Traverse Town, right? Is that they'll just automatically spawn.
Oh well, the whole game. That's how it's like. Anywhere there are Heartless, they just if you leave
Oh.
if you leave and come back, they'll respawn.
Oh, I didn't realize that was like.
So yeah, now if we go talk to Sid, he's gonna ask us to go do an errand. He says, "What have you got there?" Hey, well if it ain't a gummy block. Yup. What's this one for? You're kidding me. You're flying a gummy ship and you don't know nothing about navigation gummies? Bunch of pinheads. Inner space ain't no playground.
That's so funny.
There's a lot we don't know, so what? We have to use the gummy ship to get to other worlds. We don't have a choice. Whoa, easy. I didn't know. No hard feelings, alright? So yeah, basically...
Yeah, I was basically like shitting on you, and then you're like, "Hey, we just didn't know, dude. Like, leave us alone."
But yeah, he's like, oh, you want it on your ship, right? And so Sid's like, yeah, okay, I'll install it on your ship. So basically he just upgrades our map, you know, essentially we can see the other worlds now.
Oh.
And then he gives us this book, and he's like, hey, go deliver it to this old man. He lives at the house in the 3rd district.
Interesting. And then the bell at the Gizmo shop is right here.
Go check it out if you want, but deliver that book for me first. So yeah, this just unlocked a couple different things.
So the 3rd district
Yeah.
is accessible now?
Well, the 3rd district was always accessible. We just couldn't go to it through here. Which I think I'll be able to change it. See, it says currently closed off. It just means we have to go through the other districts to get there.
Actually,
But yeah, so we have to go deliver this book to the old man who lives at the house in the 3rd district. So we'll just cruise through. And yeah, there was, like you said,
we'll cruise through.
the bells at the Gizmo shop went off.
What does that mean? Okay. I can just wait and find out.
Well, yeah, like, do you remember the Gizmo shop? It was that little area I went into where, like, a bunch of Heartless just, like, kept appearing. Oh, this is our first time we've seen these guys.
Whoa!
And they look like they're the original color. I think these are called air something. Oops, oh no, they actually. Yeah, see, they're the original color, like that kind of like blue, purple, and red kind of. They don't have that same like really desaturated look with this like weird, almost I don't know, yellow to them.
Did all of the Heartless have like a roughly like blue color scheme?
The general Heartless that weren't like world themed did, and then these guys had like colors based on their element. Like these, you know, the fire ones, they have the fire element and all
And
that.
then the blizzard ones are blue. Pure as green.
Yeah. But like these general Heartless kind of all had this same color scheme where it's like they had blue and purple with like the red and black accents. Like the Heartless symbol and all that.
Okay. Now maybe I'll get a break for a little bit.
Yeah, so now we'll go, because you say like, oh, the house in here. Also, I don't know, we didn't get a look in here before. It's Lady in the Tramp.
Aww.
They're at the fountain. So if I target this and cast Thunder on it, I think that allows us to open this now.
Oh.
What are we locking onto there? That's
Must be a
weird.
chest up there. Oh. Nope, that's a bug.
Yeah, no, I think it's...
Hello, bug.
Yeah. And I can't examine this anymore either. Huh, that's weird. I thought that... And see, I can't lock onto this anymore either. I thought... Huh. Yeah, that's really weird that I'm like locked onto... Like, it should be that. Okay, actually, maybe now it just is fixed? Can I go back through it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what casting lightning on that does, is it just fixes the door, so now you don't have to...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, now you don't have to do that anymore. But this is also kind of one of your early introductions to the fact that like the zones change when in regards to there's a chest up here. I saw that. I'll get that Trinity in a second. But like the Heartless in a zone can change because previously there weren't these flying guys anywhere in this world, and now there are flying guys. Maybe this makes the chest appear. Just gives us items and money. For some reason I could have sworn there was a chest up there. I never use those camping sets.
That's just for you guys to heal up.
So this door right here, yeah, exactly. It like group heals. But this, yeah, this door was previously locked, and it doesn't like give you any. I mean, like it has a symbol of fire on it, so you kind of just have to know, like, oh, it has fire on it.
Ooh, how ominous! But also cutely colored at the same time. With like pink and purple.
Yeah, so you go to the
Oh,
house.
look, a chest!
Oh, we can't do this one until... Yeah, so... You can't get that. You can't get that chest until you can get Glide, and you can't get the chest up there until you get Yellow Trinity, and then you can push these. Pretty sure all we can do for now is walk into the empty room.
Huh. We couldn't go through the front?
What do you mean the front?
There's something about this musty place.
Look who it is.
It's our good friend Hayden Panettiere.
It reminds me of the secret place back home, where we used to scribble on the walls. Remember?
Kyrie?
Sora?
Like, are you real?
Later in the game, like, he hallucinates about Kyra all the time, and like later in the game, like when it's towards the very end, I'm really dumb, but I watched this video about Kingdom Hearts, and it's like, oh, this explains, you know, this and that, and it's like, I never realized it until I watched that video.
What?
Oh, I can't tell you it's a spoiler, but there's just something about the game that I never realized until I saw it in this video. And I was like, oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of like, it was one of those things that's really obvious and staring you in the face. Like, basically it tells you this thing later in the game, and it just went over my head and I never paid attention.
Right.
But look who it is. It's our pal Merlin.
Check that
You've
out.
arrived
Hey,
sooner
bud.
than I expected. It's his book we're returning, apparently. What? You knew we were coming? Of course. I'm a wizard. Ha ha ha. Yeah, why would you ask that? Are you a Heartless? I'm like, really, Sora? Like, how dense are you denser than me? Not realizing that thing about the game.
Oh my gosh.
As you
Well,
can.
he's also a boy, so.
Also, he's like, as you can see, I'm a sorcerer. It's just like,
Duh.
and your king has requested my help. King Mickey? Yes, indeed. Donald and Goofy, and who might you be, young man? I'm Sora. Ah, and so you have found the key. What did the king ask you to do? Just a moment. He's got to set up his house.
Oh. I get it. So it's just like an empty shell of a home until he, like...
Yeah, and see, look, he has a
Sets
magic
his
Mary
house
Poppins
back
bag, and he charms all of his belongings back out of the bag, and he can basically just bring his home with him.
That's really cute. I like that.
And he has a model rocket ship. There now, ahem.
Ahem.
The king asked me to train you in the art of magic. We can start anytime you like. Let me know when you're ready to begin the training. Oh, and one more thing. Look, it's the carriage.
Yeah! Is that the next world?
No.
Oh. I got really excited.
That's not a world in Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2. It's in Birth by Sleep, though.
It's
Oh,
the
I'm-
fairy godmother.
The king asked me to help, too. I live in that little pumpkin carriage. I'll assist you throughout your journey.
But do stop by anytime.
Yeah, so basically, like, he does magic training, which is kind of weird. Like, literally, you just go upstairs and you just have unlimited MP and you can cast magic on his furniture and stuff. Camera's really wonky in here.
Yeah, it is.
My world has disappeared too. Okay, but can you turn my stone into something? She turns your stone into a summon. Like, the stones are like beings whose like worlds were lost, but their like essences were so strong they like manifested in the stone or whatever she tells you, and then maybe we have to like complete Merlin's little thing. We need to give her we need to give Merlin his book.
Ah, yes.
I don't even know myself. In fact, it's not mine. Somehow it found its way into my bag one day.
Oh, that's good.
It's such a curious book. I asked Sid to repair it for me. Well, I guess I'll put it here somewhere. This book holds a great secret. The missing pages will unlock it. I'll leave the book over there. Do look at it whenever you like. My best regards to
so
Sid for repairing it
hospitable.
for me. Oh, and that stone of yours. Yeah, now we can ask her. Some of those things like, nope, don't ask her until I tell you to ask her. A summon gem. But yeah, so now she's telling us how, like, oh, his world was consumed by darkness, and I can bippity boppity boo you a summon.
Aww.
Yeah, so now I can.
Oh, so you don't get to go to the Lion King world? That's not a world?
It is in Kingdom Hearts 2, but not in this game. So like, that's one of those things, like, we can practice magic, like, just as like a fun opportunity to. Where'd Merlin go? Oh, he's over here. There we go. So
Moving.
we can practice magic. Yeah, it just lets you do like infinite. But now you can summon Simba.
You're gonna do it now?
And you can do whatever you want.
Oh, it's like an always summon kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
It like fully consumes your MP, I believe. Like it costs all your MP.
Oh, yeah. King of the Jungle.
Give me strength. Give me strength.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, I don't know. This is alright. The one that's dope is Dumbo. Dumbo's
Oh,
fun
it
because
just
you.
cancels like that?
Yeah, I talked to him to cancel it. But yeah, Dumbo you ride and like shoot like bubbles and stuff out, and
Cute.
and Mushu like sits on your shoulder and like blasts fire. And,
Oh, you can get Mushu?
yeah,
That's
it's
cute.
weird because I actually really like the summons in Kingdom Hearts 1. I did not like them in Kingdom Hearts 2. There was just something about their gameplay where I was just like, oh, they're weird. Look where we are.
It's the 100-acre wood.
It is the 100-acre wood. And I feel like everyone like pretty much hates on this part of the game, but I love it because I love Winnie the Pooh because I was super raised on Winnie the Pooh VHSs.
Yeah. We had, it was Barney for us.
Oh yeah, I watched a lot of Barney as a kid too, but I don't have like any lasting fondness for Barney. I feel like I watched Winnie the Pooh longer. Like Barney was when I was really little.
I love him.
It was Pooh Bear. I know
I
that new
love-
one
I
with Ewan
love this
McGregor, that
world.
movie. Like, have you seen the trailer for it?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm kind of like interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we should go see it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like. I mean, I'm sure it's worth seeing.
It's
but yeah.
basically just a live action, like, Christopher
Yeah.
Robin's older
What's wrong?
kind of hook situation.
Nothing. Just thinking.
His voice.
Oh,
I was thinking of how to say goodbye to Pooh.
Pooh?
Yes,
Wait a second.
Guy's so cute.
You're Pooh?
yes, I'm Winnie the Pooh. Pooh for short. Who are you?
I'm Sora.
Oh, hello, Sora. Have you come to say goodbye to Pooh, too?
Well, no.
How
Why
good
would
is
I do
Winnie the
that?
Pooh's voice?
We've only just
Amazing.
met.
It's one of my
Because
favorites.
everyone's going away.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Well, we all lived here in the 100-acre wood, and we'd take walks together, or play poo sticks. And every day, I'd eat some
Pooh
honey.
sticks.
But just one small smackle would taste very good right now.
Oh.
But now, everyone is gone. All my friends, and my favorite honey tree, too. Everyone must have gone away while I was napping, I think. So, who knows? Maybe I shall end up going away somewhere as well. But I wonder, how do I say goodbye to myself? Think, think, think.
Oh, you're crazy.
My tummy is getting rather rumbly.
Poor Pooh Bear. The 100
I
Acre
love
Woods.
this.
Yeah, so like because I watched a lot of Winnie the Pooh as a kid, I love the 100 Acre Woods. Like it's just so sweet and pure. I think there's a chest inside here. A mithril shard again used for synthesizing once we unlock synthesizing. But yeah,
I
so
heard that they don't use the actual music. They
yeah,
use like interpretations of it.
exactly. Like it's fully originally scored. But I mean, like it's the Winnie the Pooh theme song. It's the melody.
Yeah.
It's really nice to listen to. Oh man, Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Night was like one of the best ones. I was a kid, like, oh,
My favorite.
and the Blustery Day. So, yeah.
I'm a little younger, obviously.
Yeah.
So we one that I watched was Piglet's Big Movie,
Uh-huh.
where Piglet felt like Piglet wasn't worth, like wasn't valuable as like a friend,
Uh-huh.
and decided to leave and go find friends who.
Yeah, he has his Paulton episode.
Yeah, essentially.
Paulton's plotline. So, for anyone who doesn't know, we're big fans of the Dungeons and Dragons stream DCA,
Yeah.
Dice Camera Action, and that was a recent story arc kind of semi-plot point with the character Paulton, played by Nate Wants to Battle on there, which is really great.
Yeah, and it's Anna Prosser playing Evelyn, Jared Knovenbauer
Pro Jared.
playing Dieth, and then Holly Conrad playing Strix. For those of you who don't know, so they're popular in the gaming communities and, you know, nerd culture. But yeah, Paulton is, you know, had a very,
He has a Piglet moment.
very Piglet moment. Except he goes kind of like dark and evil
Yeah,
instead of like,
It's his own spin on it.
I need to go and find friends who.
Oh, just really quick.
What was that?
I hit Pooh's chimney. It's always funny when it sings Pooh. But I hit good old Winnie the Pooh's chimney, and it made that da-na-na-na-na. That means like
Yeah.
you made something happen noise. An item just dropped out, and there'll be a chest inside his house now.
Oh, got it. Mr. Sanders.
Yeah. Ring also. Alright, I rang first. And there's
Oh,
Mr. Pooh Bear.
Bob, there's no more honey left. If only the honey tree would visit. Then I
See,
could
now
eat
there's
my
no
fill.
item there. So like you saw in the book, there's loads of little missing spaces.
There's little
Mega Ether.
white fuzzy patches.
And look, oh, another item. An elixir. We're just stealing all Pooh's stuff.
I know.
Look how cute Pooh's house is, though. There's all the pots
Good
and
old Winnie the
there's a portrait of honey.
Pooh. He loves
But yeah, it's funny because there's like a chimney but no stove underneath it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
if
because
you,
when all you need is honey,
you don't cook
you
your
don't
honey.
you don't need a stove. It's
And an
owl.
Let me guess, you'd like to know what happens next. This is a book after all. Unfortunately, some of the pages are missing, so I can't tell you yet. The pages are scattered. It does that Zelda thing. Pages in a different color.
Yeah.
Are scattered over many worlds. Would you find them for us? So yeah, so
Like their items.
exactly. So
These are
that's all you can
items.
do for right now. But it's like you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 5. There's 6 maybe. That sounds about right. Like 5 or 6 like different pages that you'll find throughout the adventure. And when you do, you can come back here and do another little chapter. And basically each one generally revolves around some sort of little mini game. And I think they're all really fun, and I just love Winnie the Pooh, and I love the characters, so, like, I freaking love the
You're
Winnie the
okay
Pooh.
with it.
Yeah, and it repeats in Kingdom Hearts 2, like, the book is still there, and in the beginning, like, early part of Kingdom Hearts 2, like, the Heartless, the book swoops some pages, and then you end up having to go back,
And do it all over again.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so it repeats the exact same mechanic, you skip pages, and I think the mini games are even better in Kingdom Hearts 2, so it's even more fun. Like I don't know, I really liked it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some fun mini games and fun little things to do.
There you are.
It's
What's
Dark
going on?
Boy.
Riku!
Hey, cut it out.
I'm not dreaming this time. Right?
I hope not.
And your
He
sword,
scans them up
took
and
forever.
down.
your sword definitely doesn't look super evil, does it?
Riku! Wait a second, where's Kairi?
Isn't she with you? Well, don't worry. I'm sure she made it off the island too. We're finally free.
With Jack and Kate.
She might even be looking for us now. We'll all be together again soon. Don't worry. Just leave everything to me. I know this.
Anime pose.
Yeah, so anime.
Hold it until he turns around and
Leave
thinks
it
you're
to
cool.
who?
Sora, what did you...
I've been looking for you, and Kairi too, with their help.
Who are they?
We visited so many places in the world looking for you.
Really? Well, what do you know? I never would have guessed.
I love their texture mouth is.
Mouth
Mouth is. Their texture
mouth is.
I just feel like they stand out so much more
So
in this
this is
HD
called
version
a
than they did back then. Because other things look so much better in
Really crispy.
retrospect.
Hey,
Yeah.
give it back.
Uh-oh.
Catch.
Whoa. Okay, so you're coming with us, right?
It's funny though because
got this
despite the
awesome
fact that this
rocket.
is like an
Wait
in-engine
till you
one,
see it.
it doesn't show our Keyblade that we currently have. It shows
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
Kingdom
come
Key.
on. He's my friend.
Donald's being an asshole again.
As usual.
Riku?
Yeah, I do love Donald, but he's a dick.
Nice going. Oh well. At least he's okay. And who knows? Maybe we'll run into Kairi soon too.
I know you want to see your girlfriend. I feel like Sora's icon doesn't look all that much like him.
Really?
Only because it makes his eyes look so much smaller than they are. Because, like anime eyes, it's a thing. Like, his eyes are super big looking.
Yeah. Also, so like if you go back to the shop for like this, because you would assume right he'd be back at the shop. He's
Right.
not there. You come into this. It used to just be called Empty Room or something like that. If you came here before, and now it says Small House. And for some reason, they just set up base here.
Interesting.
You guys ever hear of Maleficent? I hear she's in town.
Who is she?
A witch, man. She's a witch. She's the reason this town is full of Heartless. Don't take her lightly.
She's been using the Heartless for years.
We lost our world thanks to her. One day a swarm of Heartless took over our world. That was 9 years ago. I got out of that mess and came here with these guys.
That's awful.
Even though Leon's from a different game than the rest of us. We're all from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Our ruler was a wise man named Ansem. He dedicated his life to studying the Heartless. His report should tell us how to get rid of the Heartless.
Where's this report?
We don't know.
Nice.
It got scattered when our world was destroyed. I'm sure Maleficent's got most of the pages.
More pages?
You see, it's just as I told
Oh, hey, there she is.
While you toiled away trying to find your dear friend, he quite simply replaced you with some new companions. Evidently, now he values them far more than he does
Oh,
you.
Maleficent, you manipulating witch.
Yeah.
You're better off without that wretched boy. Now think no more of him and come with me. I'll help you find what you're searching for.
Their eyes are also weird.
Just
Like,
one
why
of
do
those
they have
weird
an extra ring
dynamics
in
where,
them?
like, he's like, yeah, mommy. And it's, like, creepy.
I know, right?
Is that what's going on here? So you delivered that book, the navigation gummy's installed and ready to go. You find another one, you bring it to me. I threw in a warp gummy for the heck of it.
Aw, thanks.
Dang,
Sweet, now we
warp
can
gummy.
warp places?
Yeah, so if you've been somewhere before, you don't have to, like, travel in between. Now you can jump to the world you've been before. Better get back to my real job. What's my real job? You'll see. See me at the 1st district. I've been thinking about the bell in the 2nd district. That one that rang a bit ago?
The one above the Gizmo shop. There's a legend about it, you know?
But it's all boarded up there, nobody can get in. Heck, go check it out. Ring it 3 times to see if anything happens.
Oh, so we can go ring the bell?
They're like super explicit about it. Like, hey, go to the bell. Ring the bell. Yeah. Now we ring the bell.
Ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell.
Oh, we got a protect chain. Okay.
Excuse me.
And a spirit gem. Now we're getting all the things.
Yeah, get the bubbles.
Okay, do we really need to spawn this many
God.
heartless? It's because Maleficent was just outside right here. She brought a bunch of heartlessies with her. Okay, guys, calm down. I gotta go do some bell ringing, man. I hate when fighting heartless leads you to other areas, causing more heartless to spawn.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm not trying to go this way.
Alright.
You're like, all I'm trying to do.
Let's see what kind of equipment stuff we got. So everyone's got... You got a protect and a
Max.
Protera chain. He's got a protect and Ifrit's horn. I've got the Brave Warrior and the White Fang. Let's see abilities wise. Yeah, I still don't have any. I still don't have any free stuff. Okay, Donald can have MP haste. We can equip that to him. That boosts MP recovery rate in battle, allowing for more spellcasting. So that's
Oh,
nice.
he needed that really bad,
Yeah, it
too.
really does. Oh yeah, and Goofy got in that, so now I can
The
equip
treasure
him with
magnet?
Treasure Magnet. Which, that's great, because now Goofy will help suck. And it's nice to give it to them too, because it's nice for them to be able to get some orbs.
Yeah, if they need them.
Yeah, when stuff drops. Because previously it's like, they just don't pick them up.
Yeah. Yeah, like where you have to jump over all the stuff so Donald will pick it up.
Yeah, like now Goofy will get some orbs, and it definitely helps keep them alive. And it really helps with picking up stuff, because it's like money too. It's like,
Well, yeah, because it's really tough when you're the only one who can, like, pick stuff up.
yeah. I'm just gonna bounce through here though, 'cause I don't know if I can get that actually. Nope, not that way. I can't. Okay, can everyone chill? See how they just like kind of walk over and sprinkle their healing
Yeah.
on everyone? I think I have to at least get a mega jump before I can get that. Yeah. And I'm just gonna rock through the Gizmo shop, because the Gizmo shop is a really, like, if you hang out in here, the enemies just keep spawning. Although actually now,
Oh, this is the Gizmo shop. I
yeah,
remember
these.
this.
Remember
Okay.
how I was saying the things like spawn?
Yeah. Dang, you're taking some good damage. They're all yelling. Oh, hello.
Oh, hey, Donald. chest up here.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. Ba-doop, doop, doop.
What did that do? Oh, we'll find out right now. Okay, now we see, like before, like there was no ladder and we couldn't go up, or the ladder was like it's unstable or whatever. Oh, this one's a pain. So these guys like fly all over the place, and you have to try really hard not to fall off, because they just sit there and they'll like hang out over the edge and be like, hey, attack me.
You're like, cool, I'm not going over there.
If they fall off, like, then. I get that.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Yeah, I saw an item drop and I was like, ah, I'll go down there.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Dude, look at the bruises on my legs. So many knee bruises
Got
today.
some killer bruises.
Yeah, some extra.
So,
There's some...
now we have the Red Trinity.
Oh, yay! Bing, bang, boom!
We can ring the bell.
That's a rather, like, mild bell toll.
It is, yeah. Usually,
It's like,
usually bells are pretty dang loud.
Yeah.
Oh, ring it the third time. And, or ring a second time, now the third time.
because I feel like... Oh. Is this, like, the correct one or something? Oh!
That's the world's keyhole.
Got it. No wonder they were like, hey, go ring the bell.
Yeah. Do it.
How would you know that you got it, though? Because if you ring it just one time, like, you'd know, no?
Right.
Ting, ting.
Ahoo! We can go in here. I think there's something. Oh, no, there's not. I don't want to do this. There was an
Meanwhile,
item.
Donald and Goofy are like
I thought there was
pummeled
gonna
outside.
be an item on the balcony up here.
Yeah.
Aha! Boom!
Oh.
Bang! Hey,
That's
pal.
Sick fighting.
I'm Mega Heartless Magoo, here to kick your ass. See, this guy's got a whole bunch of, he's got a whole bunch of health bars, so he started out with an orange bar. But I feel like I'm really strong, actually.
You're making good progress on yourself. Jeez, that was it?
No. You think it is, but haha, now I'm upside down man with ass blasting action. He gets like a butt cannon. Uh-oh. Now he ain't messing around.
Oh, so then you have to do like these multiple
Yeah.
health bars.
Got the text going on now.
Oh, I was like, why is the health bar jumping around so much? And I'm like, I'm realizing it's because
Target.
there's different, yeah. There's the legs and the arms and the body.
Yeah. And you're getting multiple hits on things because it's like you can kind of lock on to certain things and
But still do damage to
Yeah.
other parts. Yeah, because that's the wonderful part about video games is that it's still, you know, based on colliders. So
exactly like if you interact with the collider, you still get the hit.
yeah, exactly.
So now he's got his. Oh no, it went away. Donald got taken out. Where's his head?
There it is. Beat the devil.
Gotcha.
You get its arm.
Yeah, I got its foot arm.
Yeah, at this point.
I'm trying to take him out because last time, remember how I just like wailed on him, and and then I read after the fact that if you take out all his parts, you actually get more experience.
Yeah.
That's why I'm taking out his parts this time.
See.
So I was like, yeah, I don't want to miss out on the experience.
Is it just your
Oh, I got AP up.
Is it just because if you target just the body, like the central body?
Yeah, I think it's his
finish?
body or his head. As long as you take out the body and the head, or the body or the head, one or the other, I think, you instantly.
Wait, what? There was a heart that came out of it,
Yeah.
but they're the heartless.
That's ironic, right?
That doesn't make any sense.
Heartless arise when a person loses their heart to darkness. They're like, actually, that person's heart turns into a heartless. So
they're like the physical
they're called,
they're like the physical manifestation of a person
of
losing
a lost
their heart.
Yeah.
God.
Which is kind of weird because they're called the Heartless, but really they are heartful. All they are is like a dark heart, like, or
That's
like
funny.
someone who lost their heart. Not necessarily a dark heart because like people.
Could that have just been a translation thing, or do you think that's just a
No,
naming thing?
I'm pretty
like a
sure
story?
they're called Heartless in English, in
Okay.
Japanese. In the like, I don't think they have another name. I'm pretty sure they're called Heartless in the Japanese game as well.
With the same intention.
Hatarasu, that kind of Hatarasu, something like that. I'm pretty sure they're called that in Japanese version. But yeah, they form from a heart. So every time you kill a Heartless, actually that animation's been happening this whole time. This little like a heart goes up.
Oh.
And that's kind of
On any heartless that you kill? Oh, I haven't
every
noticed.
single heartless we kill, like a little the person whose heart formed it is released. It's kind of like a ghost spirit resting in peace kind of thing.
Ah. Oh, how beautiful.
But more stuff comes up with that too. We'll learn more plot twists. I'm in the gummy block business. Haha. Here's a comic gummy.
That's funny.
So yeah, so now if you talk to him. Oh yeah, give him another gummy thing. Talk to him again. So yeah, so now you can. Now he has his gummy shop, so like he just straight up sells pieces.
I see. Calm level 2?
Yeah, we want that. And we want this.
Spray. What is spray?
Allows you to change the color of your ship.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't believe I hadn't gotten that one before. Like, it just hit me when we were talking to him.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I know there's something inside there.
Yeah.
I can't jump over that yet.
Oh.
But hey, we can mail another postcard.
Fun.
And
That's
got a
like
mega
you.
potion.
That's just you.
That's Titus's model.
But like recolored. It's funny because his hair looks so similar to yours.
No, we're totally different.
Maybe it's just because everybody looks the same. When you only have
Yeah, when you got that
256.
when you got
for a
that
character sheet.
animu protagonist hair. Oh, so we can do this now.
Because Blizzard.
Deep freeze! Deep freeze! Deep freeze! Deep freeze!
Oh.
Deep freeze!
Now this will open.
Ooh,
A defense up. Oh. So I just use that on myself because I carry this team anyways.
LOL. I mean, you're not wrong.
It's true though. Like, oh, we have 2 defense ups. I'll use one on me and I'll use one on Donald.
I mean, it's smart because Donald really needs the defense.
Yeah, Donald being around to heal you is worth it. So let's go ahead. So maybe we can. Yeah, maybe we can just like go to another world and then kind of like cap it off a little bit after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that. Like I'll do gummy ship editing stuff off camera. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because it's not that interesting to watch someone just in the menu like build gummy ships. So we can.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's go.
And
once around
especially now that we have a warp gummy, we can warp back here at any time, and it takes us like no time to get back here. Once you have the warp gummy, that really unlocks your ability to go to different places.
Oh, that's what we should do.
Achievement. Oh yeah, there's a new tournament being held at the Coliseum. Do you want to do that first?
Let's do that.
Because yeah, we can go to these. There's some warp holes that'll take us to some fun new places. Or we can
Let's do that though.
warp drive over to the Coliseum. I know, we're in such a Hercules mood because we just watched Hercules.
Yes, except I literally was falling asleep sitting up in the middle of it, so
It was
I had
late.
to go to bed. But I know we started the movie I think at 10. I know that's not late for literally anybody else, but it is for me.
Oh.
But
Hey, Alicia's here.
oh hi.
Alicia has turned in. Oh, I'm sorry you're having a rough night, Alicia. That's a bummer. I hope
rough
that.
night.
Yeah, she said she's gonna be listening while working.
Okay.
She
Well, I
said,
hope-
"Hi, sorry I'm late, having a rough night, a bad night. But I'll be listening while working." Oh.
Okay, well-
hopefully our stream cheers you up.
just enjoy your work. And
Yeah.
you know, you're
And the
just
second person's watching all the time.
you're just hanging out with us, and it'll be good
Yeah.
stuff, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a great time. We went out. Alicia is an RA at the Academy of Art in San Francisco, and she had a program where we went to the Japanese Cherry Blossom Festival in Japantown in San Francisco.
Yeah, so-
and that was super fun. I had so much fun at that.
It's so funny because we don't go out, like, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
We live, 30 minutes via public transportation
Yeah, a 30-minute BART ride outside of the city.
outside of the city, and we spend pretty much every weekend just in our apartment. So it's really cool when you have friends who are, kind of up to date on...
Give you an excuse to go and
Yeah,
do
give you an
things.
excuse to do stuff.
'Cause-
Especially that isn't just going out and drinking, because that's not really, like, my personal flavor, but...
Yeah, and it's like, you're so tired after like a week at work that like you kind of just want to be lazy on your weekends. But it's totally worth it when you actually do stuff.
when you go out and do stuff, because then you're like, well, that was worth it. Like, you never finish.
I'm gonna save first.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't think I've saved this entire time we've been playing.
I don't think you did. There were a couple opportunities for you to do it in Merlin's house, but I don't think you did. I think
Yeah,
you're
I
walking
haven't
past it.
saved. So anyways, we can keep talking because this isn't story relevant.
Okay.
Alicia said, "I'm glad you guys had fun."
Yeah. I think it's... I don't know. Maybe it's just because of how burnout I felt from San Francisco. Kind of when we had this conversation on the BART train about how when you live in a place, you kind of get burnt out of it. So I think it's really cool being able to have friends that are like, hey, come do this thing in the city, and I'm like, oh yeah, it is a fun city, but I spent so much time at school that I was super burnt out about it, so I forget that Japantown is and we walked, and the walk wasn't even that bad.
Japantown was super. It is always super fun because it's just it's a very shopping and restaurant heavy area.
Yeah.
And it has all the fun Japanese stuff you'd want, all the fun Japanese food and stuff. And during the festival, it was a street festival, so there was loads of booths, almost kind of like an artist alley kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. Like what Alicia just said, it's hard to be in a place that's just associated with years of stress.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's totally. I totally get that because it's me as an outsider, because Alicia and Jamie. Oh, I let my health get low there. Alicia and Jamie both went to school / are going to school in the city, and so they both talk about it similarly. And me as an outsider, I'm like, what are you guys talking about? This is one of the greatest cities in the world. It's
people come from all over the world just to experience the city.
Yeah, and I was I love San Francisco, but I can't forget the 5 years of hell I went through here.
Yeah.
It's true. And the thing is, in a year, after you move, after graduating and you move to LA, coming back, a year later will be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even like less than that. Like coming back afterwards will be fun when it's like, oh hey, I'm not at school, and then you'll see an AAU banner and you'll twitch. You know, your eye will twitch, but because you can't walk. You know, you can't throw a stone without hitting one. But
yeah.
but that's okay.
But I also feel like I got really lucky, you know, with the job I got. Like, yeah, I'm still working in San Francisco, but I'm kind of replacing all of my memories of like walking to school stressed out and like walking and like being a student in that city. Now I'm like a working individual, so it's kind of strange. It's like different parts of the city have different memories for me, and now Market Street and, you know, Market Street is no longer something that I'm afraid of because I work on it. It's super weird.
Yeah, it's like reprogramming, because like for me, like
Definitely.
San Francisco is associated with like that's where we met, and so it was just really, it is just this really fun. Like I'd never been to the city before I met you. Like the first time, you know, we met on Tinder. Forever. Yeah, so we met on Tinder while she was down for.
It was an interesting ride.
Well, she was down for winter break. We started talking on Tinder, but the first time I ever went to San Francisco was on my spring break when I was still in school. I just went up to see her, stayed in a hostel in the city, and went to see her. Oh, this one's a really quick actual game commentary. This one's a tough one because it's these big bodies.
Oh, and then the cures.
Yeah, but oh, nice. I think I killed them all.
It looks like you did.
Yeah, it's like you need to wipe them out because the big bodies actually start the round sleeping. If you notice when the round starts, they're actually sleeping. They have little like they have little bubbles coming out of their nose and they're like sleeping. So you gotta like quick kill them. Remember the hostel? But yeah. I stayed at like USA Hostel on like Post or something.
Yeah, that sounds right. Or it was like Post and Jones or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, no, it was great though. Actually, like it's tough. Like staying in San Francisco is expensive because like it's a huge tourist destination. Which makes hotels expensive, and the city has a 14% or 19%. I don't know. It's a high tax on hotels.
Yeah.
So you know, if even at a hostel, like you're booking like $100 room for the night to like. One time I stayed in a hostel, I was sharing a room.
Yeah, with 3 other people, right?
Yeah, it was like it was a room with 2 bunk beds in it.
Yeah.
And it was still like $80 a night or something like that. So you stay a couple nights, you end up paying like $40 in taxes.
Yeah.
Oh hey, quick thing that I didn't notice. So this is the original color of the guard armor. You know how it's all white and blue and stuff like that? Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you get a heal.
It was this color in Kingdom Hearts 1. That's interesting that they left this color in the tournament. Ooh, I got a combo plus. That's great, because I just got an AP up, so hopefully I should be able to equip it.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's really strange thinking about where everything kind of started for us.
Yeah, so I have those fond memories attached to memories. Like I don't have any like school-related stress, like because AAU is a spread-out campus, so like the city of San Francisco really is the campus for that school. Like if I went back to Cal State Fullerton, I would feel a little bit like, oh, like I'm back at school.
Yeah, it would make you feel stressed
Ooh,
out.
novice hero achievement.
Hey, check that out.
Yeah, so we were talking about the city and meeting. I beat the Phil Cup. Hooray!
Woo! Huzzah!
Attain the power of stars. Learn
Gravity.
This one's so good. I never thought you'd do it. Not bad.
Rude.
Phil, you're just as stubborn as ever. And a huge sex pest. Can we talk? Like, I was not familiar with. I was not familiar with as familiar with this game or this movie as I should have been. But I watched it. Like we said, Alicia was there. We watched it the other night, and I was like, man, there are hella girls in Thebes who #MeToo about Philatides. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. No, it's like.
I was like, Phil is super uncool.
He is very.
I was like, holy shit, Phil.
Aggressive. And I mean, the movie was made in the 90s, so I mean...
Sexual harassment was cool in the 90s.
Well, I mean,
Radical.
do you hear of all of the stories that are coming out of that decade? It was just a bad decade. I think a lot of people didn't know how to handle it.
History is a rising road. Like, everyone wants to act like we live in the worst time ever and everything's gone to shit, but it's like, we as a species are constantly getting better.
Yeah.
Hercules theme, power of love boners. Yeah, Hercules.
Yeah. Oh, Hercules is amazing. Sorry. That's me being crazy.
Hercules, just like, let's get weird and mechanical for a second. Like,
okay.
How does Hercules and Megara make love without him killing her? Because he's always like having such a hard time restraining. I mean, maybe I guess after Phil's training, he learned to restrain his power. Because he was just like,
oh, you mean
he was just
would
like
just crush her with his
exactly like he was just
power.
Casually knocking over like plinths, you know, and buildings like before. He was like, oops, knocked over a building.
Yeah. He probably just lets her do all the work, to be honest.
So you think Hercules is a lazy lover, is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that like probably Meg wants to be.
She seems like a boss ass bitch. Like,
you know what?
Kind of,
but I've heard
boss ass, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I've also heard that like women who are very dominant in the who are dominant in the relationship are like very submissive, like in the sexual aspect of the relationship. I don't know if that's true. I don't have any data or statistical evidence for it, but I don't know. I've heard it.
It's possible.
And I've had a couple people say that that's what they prefer, but I mean, I don't know, that could be a thing.
So, like, we didn't upgrade the gummy ship because I was going to do that off. I said I was going to do that off camera. So I'm still rocking the OG. But so now there's a wormhole. So if I do this and go into it.
What's this?
Yeah.
Oh, bright white light. Careful.
Oh, I looked over at the chat and I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, so anyways, like that's the thing that always kind of blew my mind is people who said that they originally played this game and never upgraded their gummy ship, because already, like, now things are real. Like, this game is immediately actually kind of challenging.
Yeah. Well, now you just have so many enemies, like it's.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even get that.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah, like, this game is immediately actually challenging now that,
upgraded it once.
Well, I haven't upgraded my gummy ship, but once you get out of, like, the 3 starter areas that you can potentially go to...
Jeez, you're not doing great.
Yeah, it's like
doing your best.
I could be dodging more, but I'm trying to get as many gummy blocks as possible. Yeah, so those things are all gummy blocks, which we can use to build our ship. So like I said, after we stream this section, I will,
Oh my gosh, it's like every 5 seconds.
Ooh, I had to dodge it. I couldn't blow it up. Oh no.
You're not doing too great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be more cautious. Get to Agrabah!
Oh, yay! Aladdin was the Disney movie that I used to watch on repeat when I was younger.
Aladdin's probably my favorite Disney movie.
Really?
I liked Aladdin, yeah.
Jasmine's my favorite princess.
Or at least my favorite... Ariel's mine. Ariel's my favorite princess. But Agrabah, like, I don't know, Aladdin's just like a fun movie. I freaking love Robin Williams as a kid, so it's just like, oh, the genie, he's the best character in anything ever. I freaking love this movie.
The heartless are searching for it now.
That's why after Robin Williams died, I was shortly after that was the first time I'd ever watched World of Color at Disneyland. And World of Color features Genie performing Never Had a Friend Like Me, and I fucking cried.
Oh, I would have too.
Everywhere for Jasmine. She disappeared like magic.
The girl is more trouble than she's worth.
Alicia says Mulan is my girl. That's true. Mulan actually is probably is up there for me. It's probably like a close second to Aladdin.
Honestly, Tiana from Princess and the Frog, she's up there for me too. She's like third.
With her.
It's almost weird because I almost kind of don't consider Mulan a Disney princess because she's like the protagonist, you know? Like the Disney princesses, I mean, I guess the Disney princesses are protagonists,
all 7
but
princesses of heart to open the
this is like
Sure,
actually
it is.
super plot heavy, yeah.
Any fewer is
I don't know, just
We're, like,
Mulan's super
completely
cool and like,
ignoring this huge
and self,
cutscene.
yeah.
Important. We'll find
Yeah, he's talking about how we need all 7 princesses of heart to like open the door to Kingdom Hearts.
and bring her to me.
So these are some Acrobat theme part lists. They've got,
I really like their
Steep
character
yourself
designs.
in
It's cute.
darkness too
Yeah.
long. The
It's very
heartless
on-flavor.
consume the careless.
Your concern is touching, but hardly necessary.
Necessary. Oh, hey!
dude, this movie was also made in a different time. Like, they say stuff like "praise Allah" in a Disney movie.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, what's wrong with saying that? I'm just saying they do say that in Disney movies, and I was like, that would be like a touchier subject post 9/11, like in a post 9/11 world. That like,
Oh, I thought you were saying, like, that's just not cool to say that, like, in general.
oh no, saying
But-
praise Allah is totally cool.
Yeah,
like,
because it's
there's
like
nothing
saying
wrong-
amen.
Exactly,
essentially.
like
It's the same thing.
it's just like it's like if,
Oh, but in context
if
of, like,
you
history.
subscribe to Islam, it's like obviously praise Allah. But I'm just saying it's in a post 9/11 America.
Yeah.
Like you'd get all kinds of shit for putting that in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, oh really? Like you're gonna like people because people are fucking Islamophobic now,
Yeah.
so it's just kind of like they'd get all like weird about it, and it's just like, but it's
Yeah.
I mean. The Sultan totally says that like multiple times, like in Aladdin. Like
Yeah.
I think he says it like once or twice.
Oh,
And when I watched Aladdin, I was kind of like, it stuck out to me. I'm like, oh, that's funny. Like as a kid, I had no idea what Allah was, so I'm like,
No.
it didn't mean anything.
Yeah. Which is, it's so...
But
It
just
is
now it sticks
unfortunate.
out.
It's unfortunate that, you know, there's still a lot of people, you know, in America who kind of don't realize.
How do you get this? Oh, this is weird. So I think like the
Green
Green Trinity, the Green Trinity is the piggyback Trinity. So like the Blue Trinity is the one where we jump and stuff appears. The Red Trinity is one where we like knock stuff over.
Yeah.
The Green Trinity is one where I get on Goofy's shoulder and Donald gets on mine and we retry things.
Got it.
It's really silly.
That's cute though.
It's just funny how
The cute little Trinity mechanics are
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Alicia said be right back, but I think, are we gonna wrap it up shortly?
Yeah.
We could play like a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Uh,
How long? It's been a while.
We started at around 8:30. So yeah, we're a little over an hour right now, and that's about how long we usually go.
Okay. We can go for another 15 minutes or so.
Yeah. These
Oh,
guys,
what?
the pot spiders. So
That's cool.
sometimes you just think it's gonna be a pot. Uh-oh.
It's like a mimic.
There's actually, I know they kind of are a mimic, like a classic D&D mimic or a Dark Souls mimic. Yeah, because sometimes it's like, oh, it's a pot, you know, I'm just gonna hit it and get stuff out, and
Yeah.
sometimes it just spider legs pop out and it attacks you. And there's actually a boss that's actually kind of a challenging boss in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think we've really had anything very challenging so far. I thought Clayton was challenging as a kid, but it was pretty easy in this one.
Well, yeah, because there was like an entire half of it that you didn't have to
Yeah,
do
it's like
anymore.
I just focused down on Clayton and it just ended the fight.
I really
but there's
love the
a kind
particle
of
effects in this game.
there's a kind of challenging yeah. It's just a fun looking game.
Yeah.
Everything's very vibrant and fun, which is weird. Again, why I don't like the enemy designs, the weird desaturated colors.
You were gonna say something, Corey, and I was thinking.
I don't remember what I was talking about now.
My apologies.
No worries. And the music here too is just like, it's very fun. Like all the music is very fitting.
It's very upbeat. Like the enemy music is very upbeat.
I like the way it just kind of shifts in between them because it's not like the Final Fantasy games where it's like you hit a screen and then all of a sudden it changes.
Yeah. It's
Oh, hey,
the magic
Carpet.
carpet.
Oh hey Carpet, see you later.
No.
Should we help him?
Yeah.
I like the way it doesn't give you an animation of us pushing the thing off of him.
Yeah, like that's too much.
The carpet flew off for the desert, but let's explore the city more. I think if you find him later, it's like, hey, let's follow him.
And does it bring you to the diamond in the rough? That temple?
Diamond in the rough is Aladdin.
Oh, but I mean, like that's where.
The Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, thank you. God, why did I not think of that?
Yeah, the diamond in the rough is Aladdin.
Yeah.
The Cave of Wonders, yes, it will take us to the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, because that's what that's what
they changed that thing. So like, it used to be like attack would turn into like open, but now they change it to triangle. I think in this remaster, but you still can't do it during combat the way you can in this one. Still says hey, merchant. He just sells potions and stuff.
That's cool.
I mean, we could buy some potions. Sure, let's buy some potions. Those are a helpful thing.
And they also don't have any.
Yeah. You know, I don't usually give them to them because they're a little too willy-nilly with them. If I'm going into like a tough fight where I know there's gonna be issues, then I'll go ahead and do it.
There she is.
Hello?
It's not like her original voice, I'm pretty sure. I'm Jasmine. My father is Sultan of Agrabah.
He's the Sultan.
So that makes you a princess? But he has been deposed by Jafar, who now controls the city. Cool, thanks for answering my question. Jafar? You haven't heard of him. He's the royal vizier. Dude, those viziers are always so treacherous. Here, Prince of Persia, man, they're always being treacherous.
Never trust.
Oh, why you have like an evil vizier wizard? Like
Yeah.
never trust, man. We were hiding nearby, but he left a while ago to take care of something. Oh, I hope Aladdin's all right.
letter. Where might I find this street rat?
It sounds like Jafar's voice.
No, that doesn't sound like him to me.
Really?
Allow me to find you more suitable company, my dear princess.
At least sounds like a good approximation.
Yeah, it sounds close.
Jasmine, run!
They don't have Jasmine talk very much because I feel like it's not her.
Yeah.
They didn't have her
The
voice.
boy who holds the key.
I always kind of wonder why, like, why do villains just never like, all right, I'm gonna take care of you right now?
Yeah.
It's like, it would really help you out if you did, man.
Which is so weird because villains are usually like dishonorable characters and stuff of that, stuff with that flavor.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it doesn't make any sense that they're like, oh no, I have to do this the right way. And I was like, there is no right way.
They're always
You don't
just-
believe in a right way.
they're
I guess
just
there's,
getting their henchmen to do it, man.
I guess it's kind of like a lawful evil kind of scenario,
Lawful evil.
if you will.
Jafar's alignment is lawful evil.
Yeah, how he has to do things by like a book or by a code.
Yeah.
Evil, but it's by a code of some sort.
So this is how you get further into Main Street. Or no, that was the upper region. Oh, I think we're supposed to go
we've
across.
had such good conversations this stream.
I know, quality conversation stream.
Yeah.
I think I was supposed to go across there, actually. Dang it. I'll go back in here. Again, like most of these worlds are really small. It's like you go around in them, but they're actually like, they have, this one has some verticality to it, like where it has layers, like an onion. Haha, Shrek joke. But they're still like really small. They were very like economical with their use of space when they designed this game.
Yeah.
Get out of here, pot spider. I don't do marijuana.
Ha!
Get it from
That's
the
a
pot
play.
spider.
That's a play of words on the line.
Indeed. Sora says, "Don't do drugs, kids."
Just in general. Not from Sora, not from anybody, just don't.
I can't go through here. Sora says, drugs are great and help make you more creative. Oh wait, no, he doesn't say that.
You know, I do... Pity isn't the word I'm thinking of, but like...
I don't know, Mr. T's thinking about
I have a lot of empathy for those who feel like they can't create stuff without substances. Because
the Beatles couldn't.
Because right,
oh, sick burn.
But I mean, that's
sick
not
Beatles burn.
That's not like wrong though. And going to art school, you meet a lot of people who like they have to be drunk all the time whenever they do their homework, or they have to, or they can't handle.
I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure AU is a dry campus.
Oh, get out of here with that! Oh my god. Even if you lived on campus, that doesn't mean that. Yeah, no. Whatever.
Ooh, Goofy got an HP up.
But either way, it's just I feel like I am lucky in the sense that like I don't feel like I need to use substances in order to make my art.
So really quick, I'm equipping the combo boost right here, and that'll make me be able to do some more hits.
Like in a row?
Mm-hmm. It'll give me more combo hits for chaining attacks.
Got it.
And I think I'm gonna save it there.
Yeah, you're feeling ready?
Yeah, because we're about to head out to the desert and head out to the Cave of Wonders. So if I don't save here, it'll probably be a little bit before I'll be able to save, because I don't remember the save spots in the Cave of Wonders quite so well.
Okay.
So now's a pretty good place to stop. But yes, we can finish out what you were saying there.
Well, I pretty much wrapped it up, but since I do know quite a few people who feel like substances are required in order for them to like truly let themselves like art out.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of the times it's just because people don't know how to, you know, they're not, it's really hard to like learn to express yourself without using a substance to do so. So our society kind of fosters like, oh hey, are you really good at being a student? Okay, well take Adderall and be an even better student. And it's like, well no. That damages your body super bad when you do that. So, I don't know. It's kind of just a little tangent I was going off on, but...
Yeah, fun talks.
Yeah, fun talks about...
Such varied discussion tonight.
Yeah.
Alright, well yeah, that was another fun episode. So next episode we'll head into, next time we stream, I guess, episode. Next stream we'll start heading into the Cave of Wonders and getting stuff done there. And
so we're gonna see Aladdin there?
Yeah, we'll see Aladdin at the Cave of Wonders. It's gonna be a good time.
It's fun.
Alright, thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.
Bye.
Nope.
Just kidding.